Now, God's plan for the families is not happening once again because of one of those roles. The next one is the stress on materialism and an easy life. You know? So we become stressful in gaining more income. We want to have more comforts of life. So we try to do double job, or triple job. Too much more of money is more the dollar sign. We forget about our spiritual side. And by the way, I just like to honor each one of you who are here tonight. Today is Friday. You could have done something else, but here you are sitting down and listening to the Word of God. Maybe He's piercing some of your heart right now. But you know what? You are doing I would say, a spiritual investment. Right? You're doing a spiritual investment in really making your marriage work as well as your family. So I honor you for doing that. So, the family itself is losing its importance. Right? Through the years, many of the responsibilities have been taken over by other groups as well in society, like education in schools. If you notice, the children are in school, but they're learning things, but sometimes the peer groups and the friends that they have are different. The awareness of God's Spirit or God's, the moral values are not there. If you notice, the family is losing importance also in the livelihood of people, because people tend to work longer hours. They rather have more money, and then the recreation in the mall, or recreation in other things that we do, or the stuff that they play with. We forget the recreation of having fun to each other. Instead, we use gadgets, So the family has become dispensable, like live-in situations. You might have children who has a live-in and stuff like that, and you see a lot of divorce and separations that are happening. Their classmates are divorced, and separated. No mother or no father. So the pace of modern life has become so fast that everybody's focused on different things, more of materialism. This has made it difficult for lasting relationships to develop because the focus is not the marriage anymore, but more of the comfort of life and things that are available. Most likely, livelihood, once again, is taking a big chunk time of fathers and oftentimes mothers as well. No more time for each other. So the family is under attack by evil forces. In Peter verses 5 to 8, it reads, "Be of sober spirit. Be on the alert, your adversary. The devil prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour." So what can we do to the family? What do we need to do so that we can focus on the family and bring God's awareness into the family? First, we have to make a decision in your family that you want God's plan to happen. Okay? Make that decision today. God's plan has to happen in my family. Or all of this disorder that's happening has to stop because God should be in control. Okay? Take time and give attention to the task of building a strong family. What makes a strong family? Well, you, your spouse, the two of you have to discuss. If you're by yourself, you have to say to yourself, you know what? It's time to really rebuild my relationship with the Lord. Right? Examine your daily life to ensure that your family has enough time together. Do you really have enough time? Maybe we should stop the TV, instead of doing TV, let's do family activity. My daughter and I were talking about let's do some board games again. Bring back the board games. Okay, you want to do the Wii, let's do the Wii together. Do the Wii together as a family, okay? Not just her or just him alone. Okay? And of course, be ready to cut down on other activities that you you see that you don't really need. You know, sometimes we let our kids drive us around, drive us crazy. You know, like a taxi driver, you know, they have soccer, and then they have baseball, and they have too much activities, but you know what, they don't really need it. They're not even good at it, so forget it. You know, accept it, you know. Is it going to help them in college? Are they going to get scholarship in college? Yes, let's do that though. But if not, forget it. You know, let's just do an activity for the family. You know, let's do, you know, learn something together. You know? So cut down on other activities that you think it's not right. Huh? Plan for family recreation as well. You know, plan your vacations. Make sure that the vacation in the family is always there. Right? And pray together as a family. Very important. Now that you heard about it, I encourage you to really, especially the father, to, you know, just even a short prayer. Just the Our Father, if you want, that's fine. You know? And of course,
in your daily prayer, include interceding for other people's needs. So inculcate it in your kids' minds. Liezl has been praying for this couple. We came from New Jersey, and we've only been here for 3 years. But she's been praying for this couple every day for the past 3 years, ever since we left, because they have a grave situation that really needs a lot of prayer. So this couple actually calls Liezl their silent prayer warrior. So let's inculcate in the minds of our kids the need to intercede for other people's needs.
Not only that, you know what, they so close to God, you know, that their prayers are answered faster than mine. You know, that's how the Lord loves them. Right? So also pray for healing. Healing doesn't mean that, you know, sick. Of course, when sick, you know, they'll be sick. But healing be also something inside, you know. So pray for that. Fathers should take steps to assume full responsibility for the spiritual and material needs of the family. Right? Sometimes depends, like let's say a couple, and then the father is not a Catholic or not practicing, and then maybe the wife have to say, you know, let's pick a religion. I want Roman Catholic. I'm still Roman Catholic, and as you know, if you are a Roman Catholic, you have to exercise your faith. So if the husband is a different faith and doesn't want to exercise, then you, wives, have to really make sure that you practice your faith, which is Roman Catholic, whatever that is.